Well, hey, how are you doing today? Yes, it's time for your Music Live Songtember Edition Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Couldn't resist it. This is brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid, as it is each and every week. DistroKid have been part of this community for more than 3 years. If you're an independent creator, an artist, a musician, you want to get your music out there to every platform, one subscription, DistroKid got you covered. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. This is the second part of our big Songtember Song in a Month Challenge, your Music Live independent music extravaganza. We got 50 tracks to play for you on this show, so I better not dilly-dally around. We better get straight on with the awesomeness, and we're going to start with someone who has been part of this community for as long as I can remember, and they've kicked off a bunch of shows right back from the first Your Music Live. They've been part of Songtember for a very long time. We are talking, of course, about Mr. Alex Backus, who says, hi Pete, YMLers and Songtemberers. First of all, a big congratulations to all Songtember participants. You are all awesome. I managed to upload my tune all this time on September 30 in my time zone. Thanks a lot, Pete, for providing this platform and the opportunity. All the best from Alex. Well, we're going to start this one off. I think this is going to kick the mood up a whole notch and get us started in just the right way. This is all this time. Alex Backus to kick us off. Your Music Live. We're away.
I'm holding on as time goes by. I keep holding on, but I can't let it show. So hard I tried for so long, so hard I cried for so long. Ashamed to even let you see. Used to love a piece of me. Ashamed to even let it show that I can't let it go. All this time you're on my mind. I feel so tied to you. And though I try so hard to prove I'm never over you. Ashamed to even let you see. Used to love a piece of me. Ashamed to even let it show that I can't let it go. Ashamed to even let you see.
Alex Backus kicking us off here on Your Music Live Songtember Edition Part 2. And yeah, Alex is just always a great creator, always bringing some cool sounds together and creating amazing tunes. So another triumphant one there from our mate Alex Backus. We're going to keep tracking along here. I'm going to say good day to people as we go, because you know what, I could sit here and say hello to everyone for about 10 minutes, but yeah, just chat amongst yourselves. We've got plenty of time. We'll probably be 3-ish, maybe closer to 4 hours on the show here for this one. G'day to everyone who is here, including our mate Darren Anderson up there in Queensland. We had your brother on the Part 1 show just yesterday. Next up, we have another artist who is very well known around this community, and that would be Wolfestone Studios. Yeah, I reckon you could pack the chat with wolf emojis for me. That would be awesome. They say, hey Pete, we collaborated with Ivan Idea for the second time and came up with this new tune for Songtember. Ivan Idea is a professional producer and added some touches that we couldn't even dream of doing. Hope you like it. And I love this because Songtember 2024 has definitely been the year of the collaboration. I love it when folks work together. And that whole thing being better than the sum of the parts, yeah, it's totally true. Let's give this a spin, shall we? This is One Way Journey. Wolfestone Studio, I have an idea. Your music. Live. good is that? Yeah, Wolfestone Studio there teaming up with Ivan Idea. Definitely some very high-level production on that. I love Ron's voice in that one. It reminds me of that. You know the band. Good stuff indeed. Very smooth stuff. Hey, welcome aboard. If you're just joining us, you've only missed a couple of tracks. You can rewind, but hey, catch up after the show. And here's the good news. The way we work things around here is I play 1 to 2 minutes of every song. But then the cool thing is after the show, you go to the description and I've got every link there for your listening and following and commenting pleasure and needs. So, it's a different way of doing things. And I know some people are like, you turned the song down. But guess what? You're like, I'm totally going and listening to that whole song after the show. That's what it's all about. Let's grab our next one. This is Valerie Bhat, who says, I wrote a simple acoustic song and worked with Mr. Smith to take it to the next level. He used my vocals, guitar, bass, and percussion lines and added keys, strings, and other instrumentation to a new arrangement, mixed and mastered it. I filmed the video as an homage to Marcel Marceau. Very cool stuff indeed. Let's give it a wee spin. I just read a note from Valerie there to play it later in the show, and now I'm playing it right here. So my apologies. My apologies. I had so many songs to get together, I couldn't read every little footnote, but we're going to give it a spin here. But yeah, give some love here to Valerie and Mr. Smith here. This is called Silence on Your Music Live.
I don't know how to say how I feel. I could draw you a picture, a fish stuck in the mud, held by the current, had a fork in the river. I struggle and wriggle and fight to survive. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Come out from behind all the clouds on the shoulders of giants. I'm too scared to scream, too frightened to cry out, too filled with heartbreak, depression and self-doubt. I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. I don't breathe a word till the slip of the tongue releases the floodgates. I try to hold back, keep it under my hat. I never learned from my mistakes. It starts as a whisper and turns to a roar, like the calm of the ocean when it rips up the shore. But I should try living out loud before I die in the silence. Come out from behind all the clouds on the shoulders of giants. I'm too scared to scream, too frightened to cry.
I mean, goes without saying, but I say it anyway. You had me at 6'8". I love a 6'8" time. And Valerie on a plane at the moment. So, John's here, missed her comment to play it later in the show. So, Valerie, when you catch this on the replay, my apologies, but I think everyone enjoyed that one a lot. And you can go and make sure that you subscribe to Valerie. She does some amazing music. Give that one a little like and drop some comments. Folks love getting comments. I know you might think, oh, isn't it a bit? No, it's brilliant when folks support other people in the community. It's not about ego. It's not about dopamine hits. It's not about stroking people's delicacies. That sounded weird. It's just about showing support. because that's what we're all here for, isn't it? At the end of the day, sharing amazing music. Speaking of amazing music, let's play this next one from Dragon Lady Music Experience. Hey, Pete, I had no idea what I was doing for this song, but hey, very few of us did at the start, and decided to start from scratch. I just randomly selected some sounds that I liked and thought blended okay, then kind of developed an instrumental piece fairly quickly. It was quite a light piece and made me think of cherry blossoms, so I added a few words, more like a poem, and recorded vocals. The whole thing was a bit of a pain to mix, but we got there. Sorry about the mix-up. Thanks for playing my tune. See, I don't even remember what mix-up that was, so no need to apologise. My brain's just mush at the moment because of so much communication back and forth all month, but it's been an absolute delight. Let's give this one a spin. This is Dragon Lady Music Experience here on Your Music Live. What you're going to find is that we've got some amazing talent in this community, and everything is different, but in a good way. Like, everyone's producing something a bit different, and the styles and the genres are just everywhere in a really good way. And yeah, we've had boppy, we've got dreamy, we've got happy, we've got sad, we got dogs, we got everything going on here on this week's show. So strap in. In fact, next up, we have this artist. Exactly, just great songs one after another. And this one is no exception, because this is our mate Hypnotic Transmissions, whose name I've never mispronounced. Not even once. This is my second song tempo track this year, show off, and my second year contributing. This track was leftover sounds and rhythms that I made the first song tempo track that didn't fit, so became this. The single is out now everywhere and is mastered by the one, the only, Jade Star. Well, I think we should give this a little spin, shall we? This is Hypnotic Transmissions and S 2024 Mix 2. Catchy name. Let's give it a spin. Tell you what, if you ever get new headphones or new speakers and you really want to test them out, throw on some Hypnotic Transmissions, because the stereo spiels and the stereo fields and the space and the depth that's created in tracks like that are very cool stuff. Very, very epic indeed. And hey, that's your leftovers. That's like the sweepings from the floor of the butcher that you turn into Fritz. Then that's pretty good. Sorry, that was a reference for the 3 South Australians that might watch this show. All right, let's continue on. We'll play one more song, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. This is Midnight Bandit. This song is called This Sucks. They say, I'm always making music, as most people know. I've also just come into ownership of a MIDI controller, and I've been playing my instruments in my new DAW, Ableton 12. Very cool. I learned a lot, and I'm addicted to making a song pretty much every day. This is a notable song that I use samples from a familiar song, if you know stoner rock. I now play my instruments, including drums, most of the time. I may have used breaks here, not sure though. I make tons of stuff, which is always good. We love people who make tons of stuff. Yes, let's get those little Midnight Bandit logos going on here in the chat, and give this one a spin here. This sucks, but I bet it doesn't, here on Your Music Live. Midnight Bandit here on Your Music Live. Yeah, what is it about the fact that people that are like, I just threw this together and the track called This Sucks? You know it's going to be good, don't you? I've said this a bunch of times, but whenever someone has a track and they're like, the most fire beat you'll ever hear, and you listen to it and you're like, eh. And then someone's like, oh, I just threw this together, and it's nothing much. And you play it, and you're like, that is so cool. Isn't that just amazing drum work in that one? I just love the mix of samples and beats coming together. Yeah, it works an absolute treat. So thank you for sharing that one with us here. Speaking of sharing, if you would like to share your music with literally everyone in the world, I highly recommend DistroKid. Did you know that for as little as $22.99 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums? Check this out. I've been a member. User sounds bad. I've been a member since 2017, well before DistroKid sponsored this channel. My first EP called Recoil was released, and the feeling I got the first time I logged into iTunes and saw that you could actually buy my music, and I was next to like Foo Fighters and Muse and like my favorite bands, that's actually another reason to do this. I know it's not the only reason, but it just kind of feels good to have something completed and out there in the world. And then since then, as you can see here, I've taken full advantage of DistroKid's generosity. Every Songtember song has been released, including my latest 2-track single here called Learn. More on that later. And they just make it super duper simple. You can sign up for $22.99 per year or go with the Musician Plus plan. I use this one. It's at $40 a year. What can you get for $40 a year? Not much anywhere else, but you can get the ability to release to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, Snapchat, TikTok. It goes out everywhere. One subscription, you pay once, and then you're off to the races. So many cool features, so many good reasons to release your music. We've got to say a huge thank you to DistroKid for supporting Your Music Live and helping you get your music out there to the world. someone who is a prolific creator and gets their music out there on a regular basis. And there's a bit of a legend around these parts. They've even got their own Zland logo here. If you remember, you can throw those in the chat here, as well as just some regular Zeds, because it's Michael, aka Zland Band. And I'm going to say Zland because he says my first Songtember creation and my first French-spoken track. And this is a premiere. So for the first time anywhere, I think, we're going to give this one a little spin. This is Michael, aka Zland, and Avieu on Your Music Live Songtember edition.
Fait l'amour instantané, hommage à un cœur épuisé. Et oui, je l'ai tellement dit, tu me dessines un sourire à l'infini. Danse avec la vie du mieux que tu peux, chuchote notre envie à qui tu veux. Et oui, il y a tant à désirer, là où la passion ne peut nous résister.
Magnifique, Michael, aka Zland Band. What a cool track. And yeah, with the French speaking, I mean, your spoken word stuff in English is amazing. Something next level about your native tongue there. And yeah, super poetic. Very good stuff indeed from Michael. And yeah. If you want to listen to the whole thing, which you definitely should, I know, I cut it, he's premiering it here and I only play 2 minutes and then I cut it off. That seems harsh, doesn't it? But you just need to get yourself over there. I know many of you are already subscribed to Michael, but if you're not, jump on over there and give him some love because he creates amazing music. And that piano sound there, super just, someone said earthy. That's what it is, isn't it? It's that real earthy piano tone going along with the strings there. You can almost smell the dust coming off it in a good way. Yeah, Michael, your song stinks. It smells like dust. Not what he was expecting there, but okay, sure. Let's play our next track here. This comes to us from Gary Schafer, and Gary says, this is my second entry for Songtember. Hope you enjoy. It's called The Man I Want to Be. Let's give it a spin here. YML, Songtember edition.
He drove the fastest cars and wore the finest clothes, and every door was open everywhere he goes. Fame and fortune, the world at his feet. He's the man I wanna be. You may see him on his yacht or on the silver screen. He had it all, or so it seemed. He lived the life that others can only
how nice I'm being here, or even playing some guitar solos here on the special YML Songtember edition. How cool is that one? Yeah, the story, very relevant story for these days, isn't it? With everyone flexing their cars and private jets and wealth and everything. But yeah, really cool tone. Love the vocals, just kind of understated, but really nicely mixed in there, and lovely guitar tone as well. Yeah, how good was that? I know, it's such a celebration this time of year that we get to hear from all of these artists. Some artists like Michael we hear from most weeks, I reckon every week, and some artists like Gary that we don't hear from on the regular, but always produce great stuff. I know, guitar solos on YML? You'll be happy, Chris, we're not doing any Play My Fire beats today because we got like 50 songs to play. So you cannot lose. A big thank you to Sunshine Archer, by the way. Thank you for the super sticker. Your donations do really, really help. This time of year is a busy, busy time, and yeah, I devote a lot of my time and energy to this community and to getting these songs heard and shared and doing my songs. So the regular work that I usually do this time of year is not happening as much. So I'm back to the usual regular programming soon. But all your donations that everyone has sent my way throughout Songtember and into October has been really appreciated. So thank you kindly. Tremor Bear. Is there a bear in the house? There's a bear in there. He's got a track called Eat the Buns. He says, this is one of my 4 songs for Songtember. Show off. It's just a silly, simple song. That's a lot of S's. Did you write it just like that so that I had to say silly, simple thong? Because you're like, I'm going to make the dude with the lisp say silly, simple thong. This is Eat the Buns. This is Tremor Bear. This is Your Music Live.
Hello. Welcome to the Home Shopping Network. Place that you can buy anything you want. Today, we have some jewelry for you. Maybe your secret love wants some jewelry. Eat all day and dance all night. All I want to do is ride my bike. Come with me, I'll show you fun. All you have to do is eat these buns. Saturday night, it turned out wrong. I went to the game. My butt was hurting. Wrote this song, but it's not for you. I wrote it for me and not for you.
Managed to get most of the guitar solo in there. Very cool stuff there from Tremor Bear. Really, really dig your work. And yes, we did play that a few weeks back because Bear's been producing so much music, but I wanted to make sure that everything that is Songtember related gets played here, because this is our Songtember celebration. Hello, Sander Wolff. You're welcome, my friend. G'day, Gortium too, if I didn't say g'day to you. Joe and Barry, Salty Veteran, Gregory O'Sullivan. So many cool folks here today. How cool was that tune? Very good. G'day, Gary Hubs. Hello, Patrick Chandler. Happy Songtember to all. Very, very full, rich sound there from Tremor Bear. And you want to hear the whole thing? Jump down in the description, baby. They're all there ready for you. Including our next track, which comes to us from this gentleman here. Mark Bro has been part of this community for a very long time. I think he may have missed like 3 shows in the history of Your Music Live. He is part of the furniture around here in the best possible way. So I'm always thrilled and honoured to be able to present a Mark Bro original. And this time he's gone a different direction. I kind of love it. He says, this song is about 1, something I despise, 2, who I am, and 3, If they don't like my attitude, that's their problem, not mine. Hope you enjoy it. P.S. I had a blast doing this one. And you can tell, when you listen to this one, you can tell fun is being had while this song was produced. Let's give it a spin. It is Deal With It. Mark Bro, Your Music Live.
Fact and language, always denying it, so they can take advantage. Preying on the poor, easy target, easy meal. Economic carnivores, keeping us under their heels. Nobody told me that life was a costume party. So I showed up with my real face. Now deal with it. Just deal with it. Politicians take a stand, and we believe what they all say. Businessman rubs the hand, knowing more cash will come their way. Will we ever learn? They're projecting illusions. Freedom must be earned. Get rid of our delusions. Nobody told me that life was a costume party. So I showed up with my real face. Now deal with it.
What a great hook. Now deal with it. Love the grumbly undertones on that one as well. Very cool stuff. You can just tell how much fun is being had. The joy in that song, just the punk attitude going on there from Mark, which is very cool. If you remember Mark's songs from previous Songtembers, let's just say that they were not quite as gutsy and full on and grungy and crunchy and fuzzy as that. But they were great. But it is good to see Mark let his hair down, so to speak. As my fellow follically challenged individual, we like to let our hair down metaphorically, don't we? Very cool stuff indeed. Always a pleasure to hear from Mark. Hopefully 2024 and 2025 we hear more Mark, bro. We want more. No pressure, Mark, but how about a song a month? Next up, Girlfriend in Your Luggage. This fictitious band produces an original song. I like it. It's an original work of fiction from Girlfriend in Your Luggage. Again, fun name. Let's give it a spin, show. And I've got no idea who this is, by the way. It's super mysterious. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Told her I won't release you, even though I see your pain. She will never have you. I'll stand in the way. No, she will not. No, she will not. She will never have you. No, she will not. No, she will not. She will not. I'm here to stay. Both felt, but I wouldn't say. I didn't want to lose, I had to have my way. Now I'm not too proud to beg you to stay. It's too late to retreat, I should have passed you by. You could have turned me down, you didn't have to play the game. She will never have you, I'll stand in the way. No, she will not, no, she will not. She will never have you. No, she will not. No, she will not. She will not. I'm here to stay.
Girlfriend in Your Luggage with an absolute cracker of a tune there. Oh man, this makes me laugh. Yeah, very good stuff there from our mysterious friend, Girlfriend in Your Luggage. Love it. Love it. What is it? Setsuna's song. Very nicely done indeed. A shout out here to some fine folks who have chosen to support the show. We had Sunshine Archer before I mentioned. Jenny Jolivet, thank you for your kind donation. Thank you for all you do, Jenny. And Ron, Wolfestone Studio, amazing. Brad Example has been a member for 8 months now. That is super cool. Thank you, Brad. If you are a member, drop your membership. You might notice if you press the $sign, you get a free one every month telling, just flexing a little bit, showing folks how long you've been supporting me. So feel free to do that. Rockin Pneumonia, thank you for your donation. And thank you to Brad Example for your donation as well. Again, always expected, never appreciated. Nope, flip that, reverse it. Always appreciated, never expected. There's Gary Hubbs. Hubbs has got 3 months of membership. And Mark Bro has gone ahead and gifted 5 memberships. So 5 of you get yourself a free membership to Studio Live today, which is super duper cool. Thank you to Christopher Rossi also for being a member for 8 months. I think Chris joined on like day dot, the first day we did the membership. So it's pretty cool. We're coming up to 12 months. And if you're not a member, you don't get the cool emojis like folks like Mark and Chris do. And you don't get the occasional behind the scenes stuff. I call it the guinea pig shows, where I just spend time trying things out and experimenting. Rockin Pneumonia has been on board for a month. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you to everybody. And you'll notice your little logos there, the colours upgrade over time too. I've forgotten what colours they are. I'll have to go into the back end and actually check, but you get different colours too. Let's continue on. We're coming to, by the way, we're in 3 chunks tonight. We're playing it like a hockey game. So this is period 1. We will then have a quick break while I play my song. And then we'll do period 2. And then another quick break while we play another version of my song. And then we'll have the 3rd and final period. So got a lot coming up for you here on the show. Alex Dean Francis, first song I've ever finished. Took about 45 minutes to write the piano and melody. Took about 4 days to write the lyrics, which was a first for me and incredibly difficult. Was hoping to get my niece to sing, but I don't think she liked it. So instead, I used an AI voice, a studio. Whole thing took about 2 weeks to arrange and record, and about another week of me fiddling. It's hard to know when to stop. Everything was done in GarageBand on my iPad. Hope you like it. Yes, I'm sure we will, because I love seeing these behind the scene GarageBand videos as well. Very cool stuff. This is called Tonight here on Your Music Live.
Cause I'm running away with you tonight. We'll hit the highway. We'll take the express bus. Big ass, headed to far away where they can't find us. Because I'm running away with you tonight. With you tonight. With you tonight. Because I'm running away with you tonight.
How cool is that? Sounds kind of like an 80s movie, like end credits from an 80s movie, and we will build this dream together, standing strong for, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's just got that feel-good vibe, and I love seeing that, like the automation in there on the track there, using the GarageBand instruments. Very cool stuff indeed there. Great work, Alex Dean Francis. Yeah, that definitely deserves a round of the pause, indeedy. Very cool stuff there. Yes, fantastic song indeed. Thank you to Jade, who's just flagged the fact that Jamie Mallender, dude, our one and only friend Jamie Mallender, had just finished his song literally at 2 a.m., only a few hours before the show. So because Jamie's a cool dude, we're going to include that song in the show in just a little jiffy. And if you didn't get the email, if you're not in the playlist, but you've submitted or you've sent me something, please just let me know. I might not catch everyone, and that's why we always do mop-up shows. So if you're nearly done, if you haven't quite finished, if I make a mistake and miss someone, which almost inevitably happens, then we will be doing a mop-up show next week. So we're all good. Hello, Midnight Bandit. Really enjoyed your track earlier. And yes, don't forget, part 1 replay is available right now. You can go and check that one out. If you missed it, it was 2 hours and some great songs, many from our UK, European, and Australian friends. And then you can, of course, watch this in its full glory, full replay edition. Thank you also to Hypnotic Transmissions. Appreciate the kind donation from you, my friend. And thanks to Frigsy, who has decided to member up. Friggsy's been supporting me on Patreon for a long time as well, so you never need to support me, especially in multiple places, but I always appreciate it. It is thanks to folks like you, thanks to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, that I get to do this full time. Who would have thunk it? This job didn't exist 10 years ago, and here you go. Here I am. Next up, we have Machines Division. Machines Division is a new project of instrumental drum drone that I've been wanting to start for a while now. Coming from a background in ambient music and experimental noise, this was kind of a departure for me, and that's from Ronald Dom. And this one, I think you're going to find this interesting. This is Machines Division, Dream Falling on Your Music Live, Songtember edition. Like freaking crazy, awesome, unique is the vibe on that one, right? Just something it's not completely different. It's kind of got some familiarity, but definitely some different kind of vibes in there for sure. Well done. Thank you for sharing that one. Thoroughly enjoyed, as I'm sure you did, hearing that. There's just something about the space in between those sounds. Yeah, very cool. And that's the thing. There's artists that have just come out of the woodwork for Songtember that we've never heard before, and it's super cool. Like, I love it. And yeah, new project there. It's always cool to do cool new side projects as well. So great stuff there. Machines Division here on Your Music Live. Hey, you having fun? If you're having fun, there's a fun button down below. Okay, they call it the like button, but I call it the fun button. So go ahead and hit the fun button down below if you would like to. That just tells the YouTube robots to tell other YouTube robots to tell other people to come along and enjoy and have fun with us here on the show. Hoi hoi, Pete Johns. Made it back for another Songtember. I had a fun making this one over about 2 weeks. The Pseudo Science experiment contains synths and guitars running through synth pedals. I did some wacky wiring, getting it all hooked up across the room, and used some MIDI-chained hardware synth as well. Thanks for the Songtember inspiration, my man. Looking forward to hearing everyone's songs. Rock on, Pete Johns. And this is from Pseudo Science. This is our friend Gortium 85. It sounds more complicated than anything I've ever done in my life, which is a cool thing. I love it when people do things like this. Let's give it a spin here. Your Music Live. Cool is that? Yeah, very cool retro vibes on that one, and wow, yeah, it just blows you away, doesn't it? Some great tones there, great artwork and imagery going on as well. The whole package there, yep, a really cool track all around there from our mate Gortium 80. We don't hear enough from Gortium here on the show, so always wonderful to hear from you, my friend. All right, we've got ourselves a few more songs here to go in the first half, and then we'll take a little break and then kick into a big second period action here. Before that, though, the Black Rake. They say I accidentally recorded a yell of frustration. It was a good yell that rippled at about 75 BPM, and it became the warp and woof of the song built around it. Recorded and mixed all of the tracks on Magic Telephone using GarageBand with stock plugins. Tom Farnsworth did the pen and ink drawings, and this is The Black Rake, which is from Scapular Winging Records, and if you know that, you know Brock, you know everything he does is absolute quality. So let's give this one a little spin, shall we, here on Your Music Live. What a wonderful combination of great music and great artwork there from our friend Baroque. Yeah, and look, the fact that that started from a frustrated scream just goes to tell you that don't ever dismiss anything. Even when you're being frustrated and stuff's not working out for you, sometimes that can create the coolest thing ever. And yes, jazz drums for the win. Yeah, plenty of love, plenty of support there for that track. Super duper cool stuff. And thank you to Brock, who rarely goes a month without choosing to donate to the channel. So really do appreciate you for that, and more importantly for choosing to share your amazing music across your many different musical projects. It's super cool to have you as part of the community. Speaking of the community, thank you to Midnight Bandit for the donation for the $4, two toonies worth of super sticker. Very cool stuff there. And Mars Capone, the one and only Mars Capone, celebrating 8 months of Studio Live Today membership, which is definitely super duper cool. Let's jump on over here to Bandlab. We got this track from Emilio Gamboa-Leon, who's done a little cover song. This is a ballad pop cover version of a Beatles song, Come Together, that I've created in Cubasis on iPhone. How cool is that? Cubasis sighting. Love it. Let's give this one a spin here, shall we? Emilio Gamboa-Leon. How cool is that? Yeah, a little Beatles cover work going on there with a bit of a jazzy sax over the top there from Emilio. Good work there, my friend. I like it. I love the dooba 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 dooba. It's like, the sort of version that you'd hear in like an 80s video game for like background music. Except video games can't afford to cover songs or use songs that are copywritten. Good stuff there. Yes, nicely done, Emilio. Alrighty, it is the final song. That was going to be the final song. But hey, just at the last minute, I was reminded that our friend Jamie Mallender, who was working on a song, actually, I messaged Jamie the other day and I'm like, you were doing a song tempo, weren't you? And he's like, yes, I was, Pete, and then this happened and this happened and this happened. I'm like, that's okay, mate. We always do mop-up shows. But apparently at the last minute, at the 11th hour or the 2 a.m. hour, it was finished and mastered by Jade Starr and provided to me. So I don't have a whole lot of other information on this except to say, go over to Jamie's YouTube channel and see what he's doing over there, because he will definitely have more information for you over there. Let's jump over here to Jamie's Bandcamp now. The man, the myth, the legend. And I haven't heard a lot of this, so because Jamie streams at times where I'm snoozing, so I don't have a time to catch up on a lot of Jamie's work, but that's no problem, because we're going to listen to it together right now. This is Burning Sky, Jamie Mallender, Your Music Live.
It's not real. We're all trying to get high, to escape the things we don't want to feel. I've never seen the world with my own eyes. The virtual horizon's all we know. In the city, no one hears your cries. Desperate to escape, but there's nowhere to go. What did they do? We were born to live and die, trapped in a hellhole under a burning sky. The war games of yesteryear, the poison that keeps us trapped in here, with the cyberpunks and creeps in the city that never sleeps. We're all slaves.
See, that is so Jamie. Like the level of complexity and complication in that definitely paid off. Compared to someone like me who just like, I'm going to do a 2.5 minute rock song with like one small break. Whereas Jamie's stuff just takes you on a journey, doesn't it? So, Jamie, we appreciate you going to the effort to put that together and to share with us here. And yeah, good job. Good job getting it over the line right at the last moment there. So, good stuff. Here's Pro. Indeed. He's so pro, he's probably out proing it up right now. He's usually on his way to or from gigs this time of the night. So, Jamie, wherever you are, good night, Jamie, wherever you are. And that is going to do it for our first period here. But we got another at least 2 hours to go here. We got a bunch of cool tunes for your ear holes over the next 2+ hours here. We do it all thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. So if you're not already a DistroKid user, I highly recommend them. You can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And you know what I did with DistroKid? I released my new song, but for the very first time, I released it like old school style, because I released a song as a single with a B-side already attached. And I didn't have to go to any effort for this B-side because our friend Mars Capone did a fairly epic, awesome version of my song. He remixed it as we went along. Now, he remixed a version that was actually an earlier version that had some scratch vocals in there that wasn't exactly the same thing as what was in the end result, which actually makes it even cooler. So thank you to Mars for producing this very epic remix of my Songtember song, Learn. It's here on Slaps. I think Mars is working on a video, but for now, sit back and enjoy this. This is my song, Learn, from Songtember, remixed by the one and only Mars Capone. Let's give it a spin. I've been told that there's a video. So should we play the video? Why not? This show is nothing if not able to work on the fly. I have to find it now. Sorry, I've been absolutely flat out. I've been getting messages to all my various inboxes and places, but we have a message here that came through to me while I was sleeping, and I thought I would just change it up here. So let's jump in here and grab this video, unseen by me and unseen by many people at this stage. Looks like it's come out 9 hours ago. So this is fresh meat, fresh off the chopping block. That's not how you say those sort of things. All right, take two. You're going to hear this song and you're going to see Mars's video here. Let's give it a spin here. This is Learn, the Mars Capone epic remix on Your Music Live, Songtember edition. Cowbell. La, 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 la. And I know. And I I got a lot to learn. There you go. Thwonk indeed. Mars Capone's remix of my song, Timber, song called Learn. And you'll hear what I now feel is slightly inferior original version of that a little later in the show. But for now, let's crack on with the big second half of our show here. And we're going to start with another mainstay of the Your Music Live and the Studio Live Today community. This is an absolute cracking tune. I was there for the premiere and I've listened to this tune a few times now. It is the Chandler Brothers. Yes, Sean, Patrick, Chandlers. They say, well, Pete, another Songtember is wrapping up. This is our 5th year participating, and we are blown away with the awesome tracks this community has produced thus far. We had a lot of fun with this year's track, Circus World, and are excited to share it with you all. All Chandler Brothers tracks are mastered by the amazing Jade Star. Thank you, Pete, for challenging us all once again from the Chandler Brothers. And brother, if you haven't heard this one already, yeah, you're in for a treat. This is an absolute cracking tune. Circus World, Chandler Brothers, Your Music Live, Songtember edition.
Would it lift you up if I were to fall under the big top? You'd have it all. These tightrope dreams high above the ground. In this crazy life, we're all just circus clowns. It's a circus world, and I'm an animal. Feed me your peanuts, and yes, I'll please you. Look up high into the sky. Create your own dream through your eyes. The clown's red shoes too big to wear, but I wore them once just to make you stare. I'll paint on a smile, cover the frown, picking you up now while I'm feeling down. Down, 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 down. It's a circus world, and I'm an animal. Feed me your peanuts, and yes, I'll please you. Look up high into the sky. Create your own dream through your eyes.
Very cool stuff. Wait, what's that? A solo. Of course I'm going to play it.
So now we gather as a crowd.
Oh, I could hear folks starting to riot if I turned that down before the little solo kicked in there. Very cool stuff from the Chandler Brothers. You can check out the whole song, and I highly recommend you do because it's just a trip. It's just so cool. It's so just quirky and just perfectly in the pocket. I love it. So go and check that one out. In the description below, it's there ready for your ear holes and eye holes. Next up, Dynamite Throw. Now, if the Chandlers are the grandfathers of the group, sorry to age you out there, lads. If the Chandlers are the more experienced members of this community, Dynamite Throw has come on and exploded like a stick of dynamite, you might say. And it's really good to have you around. Hi, Pete. This is my first Songtember submission. It was a fun challenge doing it with all of you. My instrumental song is called Graveyard Amble, and it represents the emotions of dealing with morality, loss, grief, and acceptance. I wrote and played all the tracks and recorded in GarageBand on my iPad. Thanks for all you do for us creators. You're very welcome. Let's give this one a spin. This is Graveyard Amble. Dynamite Throw. Your music live. Dynamite Throw. Very cool stuff here. I love it. Yeah, just kind of spooky, but not like kind of rocky and spooky all at the same time. Very good stuff. Eerie edition. And it's the weird thing with instrumentals, right? I listen to it, and as a songwriter and as a lyricist, I immediately want to hear words, and I've got words in my head and I've got melodies in my head. But sometimes I reckon you just let an instrumental sit and breathe, and that one's definitely a cool example of that. I'm not subscribed to Dynamite Throw. I think because I usually listen to Dynamite Throw over on Slaps. I don't think I've actually played anything from your channel before, but that one was super cool, and folks here are very definitely appreciative of that one. So thank you for sharing it. Next up, back to legends of this community. Way back in 2017, I was starting to create music, and I was starting to join different Facebook groups, and I joined the GarageBand users Facebook group, and there was this weird American bloke there, super cool, super chill, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I live in Vietnam, but I'm American, and it's all good. It's a groovy thing." And I'm like, "This guy's kind of cool. Who is this guy and what does he do?" Well, it turns out his name is Ron Ward. And he has an artist name of Strange Machine. He also has Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard. He just creates so many cool things. And he's back. He's back for Song Timber. He says, my Song Timber track is a rock and roll tune influenced by T-Rex, the Hollies, Rolling Stones, Elton John, and Chuck Berry, to name a few. I wrote the track in Logic with a Telecaster using session drums and bass. I'm delighted to have Coldacre, James Barclay, doing lead guitar fills on the track with my old cohort, the Boston Bard, Brian Bigler, on lead guitar solo. Thanks, Pete, for hosting. So let's give this one a spin. This is I Go Insane, Ron Ward's Strange Machine, here on Your Music Live.
You are my addiction, my one and only red hot affliction. I want to see you in the morning light, but I don't want to see you in the dead of night, because every time I see you I go insane. I don't know what's gotten into my brain. I saw her standing in the daylight. It was such a fine sight to see. Her face was pretty, but her eyes were mean. She was built like a truck that runs on gasoline. Built like a truck that runs on gasoline. Every time I see you, I go insane. I don't know what's happening to your brain. Every time I see you, I go insane. You are my addiction. I don't know what's gotten into my brain. Only red hot affliction. I'm dying just to see you once again. I'm dying just to see you once again.
Absolutely cool. So good to have Rockin' Ronnie Ward back in our ear holes. He's a super cool dude. Coolness abounds indeed. Yes, very cool stuff indeed. A big thank you. I've missed a couple of donations. A big thank you to our friend Dr. Zorders. Hang on, let's see if we've got the old go-to. Dr. Zorders. Thank you for your donation, my friend. Appreciate it. Sorry, I put you so low down on the playlist today. I forgot. We should have played you on the on the early show. My apologies on that one. And thank you to Laurie's at Mishmosh. Appreciate it. Yeah, look, it's a joyful thing. It's a labour of love. I'd never not do it. So even though it was a more challenging song tempo for me personally this year with a lot of other things going on in the world, and in my world, I'm never going to not do it, because it's so cool to see. Like, you've already heard how many amazing artists have put songs together. And look, some of them would have done this without song tempo, but many of us just need that little nudge, that little push in the right direction. And I appreciate you all. Thank you for the kind donation, Laurie. And go check out Laurie. She does so many cool things, cool collaborations with folks. She's a great keys player and just an all-round lovely lady. So go check out Laurie and her channel. Next up, we have Sunshine Archer, who I know is here watching live. They say this song is about how we look for happiness and are waiting for the perfect time, perfect person or perfect place to make us happy. If you look around everywhere, there are lots of little things to bring you joy right now. Tomorrow is never promised, so enjoy every day. Here, bloody here. Let's give this one a spin. It's called It's the Little Things, Sunshine Archer. Your Music Live.
Seems to me
had me at chicken sunshine, aren't you there? Love watching the natural vibe of someone just creating in your space. And I kind of like the melancholy tone of that with the positive message that it's sending. Which is so true. You just got to look for all the little happy things in life. No, nothing's going to be perfect. Perfection is a myth and unachievable. So yeah, just find the little things in life that are going to help you out. Yes, I know. I want to hear more of it. More good stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. Appreciate you. And speaking of appreciating, wow, there's so many people. There's so many people putting lovely comments in there. So I can't quite keep up with them. But if you're watching here live, you can read the comments. Speaking of things that are pretty amazing, Mr. Gregory O'Sullivan, how about a round of applause for Gregory and a wonderful donation to the channel? This is, I just appreciate it. And yeah, look, you got the four crazy faces there because that's nuts. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate you, mate. Greg has been a mainstay of this community for many, many years. Amazing creator. I asked him one time, I said, Greg, how do you create the cool, like, synthesized vocals that you put in your tracks? And he sent me this amazing information, and I went into it, and I started looking at the things, and I'm like, man, you are some kind of mad scientist level genius because I couldn't do this. But he does it and he just takes it in his stride. Very smart dude. And if you want to learn more about Greg, go check out Jade's interview with Gregory O'Sullivan. Jade, if you've got a link to that handy, feel free to throw it here in the chat because, he had a wonderful chat with Jade and we found out a lot of behind the scenes info about Greg and his music. So thank you for the kind donation. Let us continue on, shall we? We've got our next track here from Mandoo. The title of the track is Revel In. They say this is an original composition that highlights some of my favourite styles in music combined. Jazz with as much saxophone as possible. Thanks for sharing my music. I appreciate you. Well, thank you for sharing your music. We appreciate you. This is Revel In. This is Mandoo. This is Your Music Live. I agree. Maximum saxophone for the win on that one. Dos Mundos. I love it. Very chill. I know. Just a chill, laid back groove with the saxophone doing its thing. That's the stick hit. It just works really well, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. I wanted to keep it going, but we got so many songs to get through, and you would know, Maxophone. There you go, Tom. I love it. As you would know, once we get past about 2 hours, I kind of go a little insane. So I apologise in advance for that. So if we go over 4 hours, I don't actually know what would happen. Yeah, I didn't want to say soft rimming either. But I have to do my own badum. Although do I have a badum on here? I don't want to audition them, otherwise it'll be crickets. I tried that last night, and I looked for the applause sound, and I hit the crickets. The exact opposite. Alrighty, next track off the rank here is Son of Snake. They've got a track they're called Human or Robot. Had a blast making this song a little more danceable than a lot of my material. Now, I'm not even sure if I know of Son of Snake, and I've heard them on other shows. I'm not sure we've ever played you on Your Music Live. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is wonderful to have you on the show, and we're going to give this one a spin. This is Human or Robot, Son of Snake, Your Music Live.
I snore so loud that I wake up out of breath. Can't breathe when I sneeze, my heart might skip a beat. Skipping beats to the rhythm of my mind, my thoughts seem out of sync. My feet can't catch up with my needs, I need time to think. I'm only human, or am I a robot? All these ideas floating around in my head, have they been programmed? Do I have free will, or is the outcome already known? Am I a human, or am I a robot? Am I a robot? If somebody else controlling me, I feel like I need my software updated. Am I a
I had to play the robot solo, didn't I? It's our first ever robot solo on the show here. Son of Snake. Man, I mean, look, I've got a soft spot for sort of old school punk style. So, yeah, that one was super duper cool. I dig it. And so glad to have you on the show. Please submit more. We do this every week, folks. This ain't no once a year deal. So every week we do song tempo. Every week we do Your Music Live. So feel free to tune on in. You mentioned sneeze in the song, and apparently that had an impact on me because then I had to have a sneeze. Yeah, just the ratty, abrasive guitars. Like those guitars have so much attitude that they never do what they're told. Like those sort of guitars that just go out of tune just because they feel like it. And you just have to deal with it, right? Hello, Jamie Mallender. We played your track earlier. I hope you're doing well, my friend. You got it in. You snuck it under the bar. So very cool stuff indeed. Very punk. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. It's time to get those jazz hands in the air, folks, because we're going to play this next track from Mikey and Dana. Micah and Danny, I told you we get weird. Autism Rocks, Poor People Vacation, peanut butter jelly on a hot dog bun. They say it's been a while since we wrote an original goofy song, so what better time than song timbre? Poor People Vacation was inspired by my wife Jessica. She was preparing sandwiches for a road trip and ran out of bread and used hot dog buns. She just started singing Poor People Vacation, peanut butter jelly on a hot dog bun. And that's where the song came from. I love it. I love it when songs just come out of like real life experiences. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Poor People Vacation. This is Autism Rocks here on Your Music Live.
Soda can $5 off, can't afford full price, 'cause my wallet ain't stuffed. I know you're 15, boy, just do what you're told. When you enter theme park, you're 12 years old.
Shut up, boy. ride or what?
No airports, we ain't quite famous. Keep family trips to a 50-mile radius. No hotels when we're driving about. Family is near. We sleep on the couch. Such as a poor people vacation. Peanut butter jelly on a hot dog bun. Poor people vacation. No money to pay for fun. Drive out the way, more kids eat free. Backyard camping, no costume meet. Making swimsuits down to the nearby lake for $10 parking.
I saw snakes. Sorry, kids. We're going home. Lakes closed for snakes, alligators, and piranhas. We'll come back another time.
For a poor people vacation, tubing on the river and feeling fine. Poor people vacation, fishing holes and homemade wine.
Vision holes and homemade wine. I mean, yeah, look, all of us sort of lower middle class folks that have been on holidays, as we'd call them, or vacations back in the day. And yeah, it's like, no, we're not buying the food at the place. We're packing a lunch. We're going to go to the fair, but we're going to bring our own sandwiches. And it's like, yeah, you just did it, didn't you? And sometimes you still do. And my children have been a year or two younger many times because why do I have to pay more just because they're a year older? It makes no sense. Anyway, good stuff there from Danny and Micah. Autism Rocks. Peanut butter jelly on a hot dog bun. Yeah, who hasn't used... Bread is bread, right? Who hasn't used a different sort of bread to make your sandwiches when you're low on bread? I've definitely done that. It's like, oh, it's a croissant. It's close enough. Yeah, you can have a croissant, peanut butter and jelly croissant. All right, next up, we have Bags with Happy Pill. Hi, the first half of my song was played before on the show, but here's a new lyric video. Please feel free to react to the back half with chat. I would appreciate the support a lot. I wanted the song to feel like a soft, cozy daydream with a tinge of melancholy. Well, there you go. Well, this is what we'll do. Let's start this here in the middle, and we'll play the back half because that sounds like a good idea to me. Let's give it a spin. Your music live.
You were a scent in the gentle breeze. You bound my heart next to the trees. All I could ever think was you, my happy pill. You were a burning memory, a gentle, silky reverie, erasing my decaying gray. I'd be okay. So I sit behind a street, thinking you were next to me, 'cause all I could ever think was you, my happy pill. And so I sit behind the street, thinking you were next to me, 'cause all I could ever think was you, my happy pill.
Beautiful stuff. Very glad that we were able to revisit that one. Excellent work there from Bags. Bags of talent there with that one. Thank you so much for that one. There you go. I held Mr. Smith's hand virtually from afar, from across the pond. Thank you again. We've had some wonderful folks donating. Thank you to Frank Turzo, who's dropped 10 Canadian loonies on us for hashtag Songtember. Frank, if you don't know, many people do know Frank, I know, but Frank does his own shows. He does a great community pulse show each and every week. He's a wonderful and active member of the community. He supports music and musicians and artists in a very similar way to what I do. We're kind of brothers from another mother's, me and Frank. We both have the same kind of desire just to get everyone's music shared and celebrate what is the awesomeness that is music. Hello, Grantham's Tavern. Thank you for being here and for dropping on by. And donations, never expected, always appreciated. Very cool stuff there. And he has a special segment on his show all about pianists, and it's really good, really fun segment every week. Let's play this one from House of Sigma. It's called Nothing to Say. I wrote this song after yet another tragic school shooting here in the US. Sometimes it takes tragic events to inspire us to speak out. My first Songtember song, thanks for the inspiration to write, record, and release a song during this month. And that's from Jerry. So we're going to jump over here to Jerry's Bandcamp. You can find the link down in the description and give this one a little spin. It's called Nothing to Say. House of Sigma, Your Music Live.
Another day, another point of view. This old world keeps changing, but I've got nothing to say that I ain't already said. Another flash, cold heartbreaking news from that same old newsreader. There's got nothing new to say that I ain't already heard. No one ever seems to heed the warning. All we get is empty prayers. No one ever hears their voices calling as they go walking up the stairs.
Really cool song. Super important topic, respectfully treated, but amazing guitar work on that one. Great vocals, the wonderful harmonies in there as well. Just brilliant. Yeah, very early 70s kind of vibes in there. Excellent stuff indeed there from House of Sigma. Man, the talent that just comes out of the weeds in Songtember blows me away each and every year. So thank you so much to all of you for being here live, and for sharing your music and sharing the love of music. Yeah, I know, well, it's a sad song, but it sounds absolutely fantastic. Good stuff indeed. Oh, this chat is too hard to keep up with. I could never. I don't know how these people run chats that have like hundreds and thousands of people. I'm like, I got no hope. I'm an old man. I can't keep up. Let's go. Next up, someone who has just absolutely jumped into the community and settled in, made herself at home in a wonderful way is the wonderful Sylvia Drapeau, and she has a song, Gone with the Wind. Hello, Pete. This song talks about how summer has passed once again like a gust of wind, and how every year it's the same thing as autumn slowly settles in. Thanks, Pete. I love my experience of Songtember. Was excited to be a part of it all with you. Well, thank you, Sylvie, for being a part of it all. Let's give this one a spin. Sylvia Drapeau, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the wind. Summer's gone. The day seems shorter, that's not so cool. Gone with the wind. Summer's gone with the wind. What you gonna do? You can't always win. Summer's gone with the wind. Leaves are falling to the ground. Seasons change as the year go round.
There you go. All of you folks enjoying your fall up there in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, so the exact opposite here. We've just gone into daylight saving time and it's getting warmer, starting to heat up down here in Australia. And when it heats up in Australia, it doesn't mess about. It gets hot. Hello, Matty P, Mateusz Brakowski. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, nicely done there from Sylvie. And it's been great to see and watch and get feedback from Sylvia about her progress, because she's doing what everyone wants to do and what I encourage in this community, which is just creating. Create, record, release, repeat. Just keep doing your thing. You're only going to get better over time. Speaking of getting better over time, how's that for a segue? You know what's better every time I use it? It's DistroKid. And here's a cool thing we can do with DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors. You can check out the link up above if you want to learn about them. Here is my brand new song that I've just released. And DistroKid give you something called the Hyper Follow page. You can follow your Hyper Follow by coming here, clicking on this visit button, and check this out. How cool is this? It's already pre-populated this with Apple Music, iTunes, and Deezer. I can add in, it's got Spotify pre-save here. I can add in any links I want to my YouTube Music, anywhere, my Bandcamp if I want to sell it there as well. And you get this, you get a cool little preview button. So you can set yourself a little preview there. People can come to this page. They can go, oh, that's a rockin' track. They can even listen to the second track, the Mars Capone remix. That's a rockin' track. And then they can jump straight over to Apple Music and start streaming it. So this is really, really cool. And you can set this up for all of your different albums, EPs, singles. It's fully customizable. We can come in here and customize it. You can manage your pages. You can change up everything. And it's just a great way to share your music. So DistroKid, have that under the hood there. If you're a DistroKid member, you already have full access to the hyperlink feature, and use it, because this time of year it is great. And what you can do is you don't have to just share the Spotify link, because guess what? Some people like me don't use Spotify for various reasons. So just share your Hyperfollow link, and then wherever your song is, if it's on YouTube or Apple or Spotify, your end user, your listener can find it. All right. DistroKid, we thank you for your kind contributions to this community and for sponsoring this show. Check out the link up there and down below. That rhymes, and you know that rhymes. No More Soul. Speaking of folks that have been around a while, not aging you out or anything, they say, this is my favourite song I've ever made. In stark contrast to the rushed Someday, Living God has got to be one of the best, if not the best vocal mix I've ever done. There you go. I didn't make the whole song in September, but as I finished it in said month, and indeed I might have taken longer if not for the reminder, I consider it a Songtember song. So here it is, Songtember 6, song number 2. We did play No More Soul's other song on last night's show. And if you wonder why he gets 2 songs, he's been a moderator on the channel for 6 years. That's why. So here it is. Fingers crossed that YouTube doesn't distort and randomly isolate the audio on the live stream. Well, there's no promises with YouTube on live stream. Let's give this one a spin. Where do we want to start it from? 35 seconds. Let's cue this one up and take a listen.
One says, wake up, they're coming for you, and one can only come as they see impending gloom. Another says, rise up, there's no one you can trust. We're just us, but I lift my eyes up, 'cause I believe in the God I trust. He's still there for me. I'm so shameful. He's still I often just admit, yet somehow you still there for me.
No more soul, yes. Originality, uniqueness, wacky and quirky, and all of that jazz. Definitely, and I love because both No More Soul and myself are big Muse fans, and you can hear the twinge of Muse-ness in some of the little arpeggiated bits underneath. Very cool stuff there. No More Soul on your music live. I better get a move on, get a wriggle on here, because this second period has been a little bit chunkier than our first period. I threw some extra songs in there that I forgot that I had on the wrong form on the other side. So this is going to be a big middle chunk. So we're going to keep moving here. This is Sander, Roscoe, Wolff, Feel the Stars. I really appreciate the inspiration provided by Pete, Jade and Jamie. I was long overdue to record a proper song. It's been several years. Thanks. Well, thank you for getting back to producing and sharing music. Sander Wolff, this is Feel the Stars here on Your Music Live.
The silver scene ignites the day, inhaling joy, we dance away. Laughing bells ring true again. I find myself in you, my friend. The words are gone and only now we see the who, the why and how. The helping hand arises skies. I find myself within your eyes. Come feel the stars, so near, so far. Come feel the skies. I see your eyes. The sound of sunlight in her hair erases every worldly care. Enraptured by the look of the glee, I find myself on bended knee. The sweetness of the warmth within, it radiates into my skin. I see the glow, the satellite. I find myself inside the lights. Come feel
How cool is that? Yeah, a little freaky, but super duper cool. Yeah. Well done. Thank you for sharing that one. That was Sander Wolff, who I'm clicking a little subscribe button on there. You can check that one out down in the description, along with all of the other tracks that we have played on the show thus far and will continue to play on the show for the rest of this show and all the shows in the future. So, yeah, jump down in the description if you need any inspiration and you want to go and support all the artists who support us here on Your Music Live. Gary Schafer's up next, and he says, go ahead and scream. Ah! I just did. I am an avid songwriter, but this is my first submission to Songtember. I hope you enjoy. Always great to hear that. Like I said, I love the usual suspects, folks that have been doing this for years and years, but it's wonderful to see new folks who are just doing it for the first time and sharing their music. Let's give this one a spin. Gary Schafer on Your Music Live.
Screaming about the money in your pocket. Screaming cause you can't pay the bills. Screaming about the price of rice in China. And screaming cause they won't give you your pills.
on your face, screaming about all that extra weight, screaming about that boss that you hate, and screaming 'cause there's too much on your plate. And you sit there in your easy chair, martini in your hand, wallowing in your despair. You whine about all your misfortunes and scream out how life's so damn unfair.
Wonderful guitars, wonderful synths, really cool percussion, just all-round awesomeness there. That is great. Great songwriting too there from Gary Schafer. Loved the lyrics, so I'm going to have to go and give that one a proper watch and listen again. Very Franz Ferdinand in the lyrics, you reckon? Yeah, and some great shredding. Some nice, really sort of contained yet sort of expansive guitar solo work there. So great stuff. Man, I'm having a good time. I got to tell you, I thought energy levels would be low because I've done a lot in the last 24 hours. I've done a happy hour show. I've spent an hour playing 70 songs. We spent just over 2 hours last night, and now we're 2 hours in today, and that's like 5 hours in 24 hours. For me, that's a lot, but your music is lifting and inspiring and energizing me, so thank you, everybody. Next up, we got Paul. My name's Paul, and this is Between Y'all. Recipe for Love. Recipe for Love was mastered by DJ Big Red 81. I know that name. Grown Ass Man 2, coming soon. A track we put together for Songtember 24. Not much to say. Hope you like it. Let's give her a spin, shall we? This is Recipe for Love, Paul, with DJ Big Red, here on Your Music Live. I definitely hear Beatles style, very, very Beatles sort of processing on there, and a little Paul sounds a little Brian Wilson if I'm honest, which is not a bad thing, right? Very cool stuff. Yeah, love that sort of synth vibe in there with almost a bit of 60s smooth harmony stuff going on there. Very good stuff indeed. Something that you will want to go and listen to the full version because we only play, like I say, about 2 minutes. And I'm even extending things. That's why these shows are going so long, because I'm going almost to 3 minutes on some of these just because the quality is so gosh darn good. So very nicely done there from Paul with the assist from DJ Big Red because hockey. Alrighty, next up we have Scott Gradit. You might know him as Scotty Baby, the Scott Brothers Band with UFC Baba. UFC Baba? I think that's how we say that artist name. Dear Pete, here's a song I wrote in 1986. This was re-recorded in early September with my music partner in crime, Yufek Chelik, pronounced Yufuk Selek. Okay, I got it completely wrong. We were going for a Nashville country fusion sound. Hope everyone likes this semi-autobiographical song about my guitar. Thank you, Pete, for teaching me GarageBand so I will one day become a rich and famous as a songwriter. Yep, I guarantee. Let's give this one a spin over on slaps.com. This is Mr. Trouble.
My name is Trouble. Mr. Trouble is my name. I got a problem. Trouble is my middle name. And no one wants me around here, 'cause double trouble gets the blame. I am a gambler, and I take all your money away. I am a gambler, roll the dice, come on, let's play. When Mr. Trouble comes to town, until he loses, he's gonna stay. Got no friends except my whiskey, wine, and gin. Nobody loves me, ain't no woman come back again. I ain't asking for no favors, just let me live my life in sin. You see, just once I was a good man, but my woman done me wrong. I was working hard in a coal mine, good God, them days they sure was long. And since my woman left me, all I do is sing this song. Now give me my guitar.
Yeah, I reckon Leela's got it right here. Produced but intimate. I love it. What a nice one. Indeed. Thank you for sharing that one over there on slaps.com. And I know for completists, I put some fire on there. We got it up to 499 fire. And there we go. Because I know there's some people that are like me that need round numbers and needed me to press that that fire button. But you can go over to slaps.com too. Join up. Throw fire on people's tracks. I can come down here and I can say, just spun, can't type, just spun this on YML Songtember edition. Epic stuff. There you go. Probably the best thing that I've seen produced by Scott and UFC Baba. So great stuff Indeed. Burn it up. Yep. Give it the full fire. Thank you to my wonderful moderators for doing an amazing job here. I've got messages from both of you. I will get to those in the break coming up in just a jiffy and make sure that we've fixed up anything that may be amiss, because it happens. And I appreciate the wonderful moderation team we have around. Can we get a round of applause for Tom, for Jade, for No More Soul, for Leela, for all the cool folks who help us keep things on the straight and narrow. They keep us steady around here. This next track, I deliberately haven't played this because as soon as I saw the people involved in it, I'm like, this is going to be cool. And I want to hear it for the first time when I play it with all of you folks right here, right now. Frank Turzo, Clayton Von Kluge, Leela, and Gortium. What? The track's called Last Night. I'm excited to send my second Songtember submission with the help of some of our community's finest musicians. Last September, KVK and I embarked on our first collaboration. Unfortunately, time was not on our side and we were not able to complete the project. So we decided to put it aside with the intention of resuming this year. This track features the brilliance of KVK on bass, drums and keys, the expressive guitar work of Gortium, the lovely vocals of Leela, and myself adding the MIDI sax, shaker, congas, and vocals. I mean, come on. That's a combination from heaven. So let's give this one a little tickle, shall we? It's called Last Night. You know who it's by. Some cool people. Let's play it. I'm looking forward to this one.
Last night, I met the prettiest thing.
Last night, I met the sweetest man. We dined, we danced, and we kissed, we did it all night, ooh, ah, ooh. Last night, I had the time of my life.
Last night, I had the time of my life. We talked, we cried, and we sang. We did it all night, ooh, ah, ooh. Last night, I had the sweetest of dreams.
Last night, I had the sweetest of dreams. I had the sweetest of dreams.
The moon, the stars, you're right. We did it all night.
Your warm embrace, your smile.
We did it all night. Ooh, ah, ooh. Last night,
How cool is that? And I know I'm going to get some boos from the chat for turning it down. But you'll just have to go. Now that it's been revealed, now that it's linked, you can actually go and check it out. If you're sneaky, still unlisted there from Frank. But yeah, you can go ahead and check it out down in the description, and I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot of that. But thank you, Frank, for letting me premiere that here on the Songtember show, and I'm sure we'll be hearing it on You Rock and on the Hippie show and all over the place. You'll get to enjoy that in its entirety. So, Frank Turzo, love you, mate. Thank you for sharing that one. All good in the hood. Let us, we've got a couple more here in the first half, and then we will take a quick break and hear my song. I know, I'm just a big shameless self-promoter. What can I say? We'll jump back over here to my list. Sorry, I've had to shuffle some things around here in my list. We've got another couple of folks who you may know the names of. This is some artists by the name of Joe and Barrie Glenn. It simply would not be a Songtember without Joe and Barrie Glenn. And this time they've taken the big step up and have said, we're working our way through the vagaries of Logic Pro. Things to learn that are just lost, just not in the tutorials. Luckily, many resources in the community, mastered by Jade. Yeah, it is definitely taken the plunge when you're going from GarageBand to Logic Pro. And Joe and Barrie Glenn, I'm very proud of you folks for giving it a crack. So let's take a listen to their latest effort. This is called Written Word. Joe and Barrie Glenn, Your Music Live.
On dusty shelves they can be found, embossed with gold and leather bound. The written word lies within the covers. You read a page and then another, till there are no pages left, leaving you empty and bereft. Where the huskies thrive, or travel south to warmer climes, or a trip to Europe, now that would be nice. A gondola ride through Venice, they can take you anywhere without leaving your favorite chair. Shelves to reach for another, perhaps a mystery to uncover. You are transported to another age. The mystery unfolds with every page. The protagonist, clever, handsome and strong. In your mind you take on their
I know, it's telling a story and you want to hear the end of the story, but you're going to have to go and check it out. And the death count, 0 for the first time. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I don't want to spoil it, but in the last verse, the character reaches for a book. They're on a ladder and it collapses and the bookshelf crushes them. Okay, maybe not. But sorry, it's a running joke here because Joe and Barrie do such amazing, like old-timey murder ballady goodness that the first question I have when I hear a Joe and Barrie song is, murder count? Good stuff there. Yeah, love the instrumentation, love the songs. Yeah, sorry, Joe and Barrie know that my sense of humour is just a little bit warped and weird, but very, very cool stuff there from Joe and Barrie Glenn. Yeah, or maybe you get a paper cut from a book and it gets infected. I had my finger chopped off because I paper cut. That was really bad. That's my Joe, apparently. Joe, I should be ashamed of myself. Thank you for sharing that one. Go check out the full version because you want to know what happens, right? You want to hear the end of that. Some great songwriting indeed. Next up, it's the collaboration zone. Look, Joe and Barrie, I know they collaborate all the time because, you know, they're married to each other. But we have another collaboration from two wonderful members of the community, known as Laurie's Mishmosh and Hugh Caldwell. They got a track called Brothers in Arms. This is my first time submitting to Songtember, as I thought I had to be original music only. However, this year, you, along with many of my friends, have motivated me to write my first original. It's not ready for Songtember, so I wanted to share this song that I did with my good friend Hugh. This was our 32nd collab together. He played this so beautiful, and I was happy to learn the organ parts on a song I'd never done before. So we are going to play a little. We have had a few covers in here, and I like that. People said, "Is it against the rules to play covers?" No, it's fine. It's dandy, and but I love that, Laurie. You've got definite musical talent. So looking forward to hearing what you put together in your original tune, and we'll definitely play that on a future show. But for now, here's Hugh. Here's Laurie. This is Dire Straits.
These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands, and always will be. Someday you'll return to valleys and your farms, and you're no longer burnt to be brothers in arms. Through the fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battle raged high. And though they did hurt me so bad, fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. So many different worlds, so many different sounds, and we have just one world.
I mean, it's hard to turn it down, isn't it, when it's Dire Straits? That's really, really cool. What a great song. That whole album was just so good. And that Mark Knopfler guitar work there with wonderful vocal work and some lovely organs in behind, supporting the whole thing, the structures, the beams, the rods holding everything together. So great stuff. I know. Come on, Johns. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know. Finished our 33rd collab this weekend. Crazy times. Crazy times. Very cool stuff indeed there. It is time for the final song of our second period here. We've gone a little bit over. We must have had some stoppage time or something. No, that's soccer. That doesn't make any sense. Michelle Morgan's going to take us out. She says, I'm still rocking the iPad Air 2, so forgive how far behind I am with all the updates, etc. Love Songtember. See you next year. Well, again, I know we don't hear from Michelle all the time, but it's always lovely to hear from you, my friend. And we're going to jump over here to slaps.com and finish off our first half by playing this one from Michelle. I Must Learn to Breathe.
misplaced everything. Time is a ripple as my dreams were sold, slowly suffocating. This must end, and I know that I'm never going back. And I know you can't stop that. And I know that I'm never going back. And I know I won't change that. Life's not simple. You taught me to feel the sting, wound deepening. Time is a ripple you showed me by forgiving. I suffocate again, and I know that I'm never going back. And I know you can't stop that. And I know that I'm never going back. And I know I won't change that.
Michelle Morgan, I Must Learn to Breathe. Yeah, got a little lullaby vibe to it, doesn't it? Very, very good. Yeah, very sparse. Very nice way to just so everyone take a deep breath and get ready, because we're going to have a big sprint to the end of the show here. Thank you all for being here. Huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, for keeping the lights on around here. Thank you to all the fine folks who have decided to donate to the show tonight. Really, really appreciate that. All the amazing artists and all the wonderful folks who have been here watching live. Understand that you can't all catch the live show, so all of those on the replay, hello to you as well. Where's my replay crew at? Give me a shout, say g'day. And thank you to Thomas Christ for doing what he does best and moderating to keep us all safe and happy around here. So, this is the part of the show where I get to be a little self-indulgent, because I did a song. Yeah, Songtember is about me encouraging you folks to create, record, and release your best music. And look, I got to admit, for me, it was a little bit more of a struggle this year than usual. I've talked about this on other shows, but creating this song, I came out of the gate full of motivation, full of like, yeah, let's get this done, let's do this. And then I kind of just hit a bit of a wall, and it happens. But thankfully, I had my friends Jade, I had my friend Mars to pick me up. They said, Johns, I'm covering the drums. Johns, I'm covering the bass. And made really nice comments. Like, I recorded these guitars, and I'm like, I was dreading the fact that I had to go back in and record all of these guitar parts again. And I get a message from Mars that's like, no, you don't. Those guitars you recorded sound great. Don't do it. It's rock and roll, Pete. Don't overthink it. And that was the best advice I could have got. So I just stuck with it. Add a little reverb. You know, you can't fix it in the mix, but sometimes you can just throw a little verb on there and everything sounds delightful. So this is where we got to in the end. This is this song. It is called Learn. Jade Star on drums, did the mastering, Mars Capone on bass. I'm really proud of it because I think it came together in challenging circumstances. And sometimes songs that do that are even better than the ones that just flow beautifully end to end. So hope you enjoy this one. This is called Learn. It's my song. And I'm very proud to work with such wonderful artists.
On my launch pad. Don't need no coffee for my cream, no, not for me. Don't need no harshes on my headphones. Sometimes the things
my cream, I'm quite okay. Don't need no harshes on that head, but sometimes I feel so chill, it makes me wanna scream. And I know Sorry, I had to play it to the end because one of my favourite parts is that really cool bass from Mars at the end. I love that Mars has the bass in at the start and at the end. And the bass in the breakdown there, in that sort of third verse with the boom, bam, dam, doo, and like those fifths at the end. And then Jade start getting a bit of the blast beat going on there with the double kick, which shouldn't work in a song like that, but totally does. So thank you to everyone for being part of it. And now, without further ado, let's dive on in to our final period here. I'm almost hesitant to dive in here because as soon as we play these 15 songs, Songtember is officially over. But wait, it's not really, because we'll mop up. I know there's some people still working on Songtember songs, so Songtember shall never die. We'll probably just ride it all the way through to like December at this rate. All right, let's kick off the third period with Cold Acre. This is a song that I've had written in 2021, but it had different lyrics and a different ending. I decided to finally get it finished this Songtember, and the response I've received has been nothing short of amazing. Thank you to everyone who's listened or bought a copy. Having this song out as well as the song with Viv Sparrow has been a real musical highlight. Best Songtember ever. And Cold Acre would like me to cue this one up to the 1:45 mark so that we can hear it from here to the end. So who am I? Who am I to argue with that? So to kick off our final section here, let's listen to this one from Cold Acre. It's called Fallen From You on Your Music Live.
I've fallen on from you. I've fallen on from you. I've fallen on from you. I've fallen on from you.
There you have it. How rocking is that? Yeah, right up my alley. Like, it doesn't hurt that it's like got all the goodness and all the guitar sounds that I really dig. But yeah, I think anyone, even if you're not into that sort of music, I think you're going to go, yeah, that's really well done. Good stuff, mate. Proud of you. Proud of you. Good work indeed. Thank you for sharing that one and kicking us off in style here in the first song of our third section. My printer just chose this moment. That rocked so hard, my printer had to recalibrate. Don't know what to tell you. You got the touch. Next up is High Chairs. I love the name of this band, HAI Chairs. Very cool stuff. We discussed doing something for Songtember again this year, but real life took over, and before we knew it, the month had almost finished, which then led us here. Yes, it's unashamedly meta, but hopefully it will raise a smile. We did have a song about Songtember from our friends, the Chandler Brothers. Was that last year or the year before? It's all kind of rolling into one. But we're going to listen to this one. I haven't actually heard this. It's called Songtember. It's High Chairs. It's 1 minute 12. Let's listen to the whole thing. Why not?
It's the last day of September, and I've realized I didn't remember to write something new for Songtember, so I better get to working in the month's dying ember. Set a challenge by a man in Australia. If I don't do it, then I feel like a failure, so I write it on the fly because I'm swift like Taylor. Look out, Pete, because I'm gonna email you. Songtember, where did the month go? Songtember, it was August a minute ago. Songtember, I had a month to write, but now I'm knocking this together and it's almost midnight. Songtember, a month to write a song. Songtember, and send it to the lovely Pete Johnson. So I wasn't sure what to do, so I thought maybe I could just write him a theme tune. Songtember.
Oh, that's the coolest. I love it. See, I love the sense of humor that this community has. They say that you attract people that are kind of like you, that share the same sort of sensibilities and quirkiness as you do, and definitely the case there with High Chairs. Just super cool. I love it. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're not doing a Songtember song, do that. I've had people like submit demo tapes and submit like 1-verse songs, submit 8-bar songs. Yeah, just do it. Just make something, just create something and share it because, yeah, that definitely gave me a chuckle and a half. So I can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the love from you folks here. So there you go. Yeah, it would have been good. That's definitely, that should become the Songtember theme song. If I remember, I'm going to open the show next year with that one, with the Songtember show. That would be a great little theme song to play for the start of Songtember. The Songtember YML. There's Archie. There you are. Well done. Oh, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, just participate. Just throw your hat in the ring because you never know. You never know what's going to happen with it. All righty. Let's move on. Next up, we've got Dr. Zorders, amazing friend of ours, friend of the show, Dr. Zorders. And he says, full disclosure, this song is AI. Yes, I had to experiment and see what it's all about. See, I concur with that because you got to know. You got to know what's going on. I programmed the AI suite I found with the genre and asked it to write a song about life on Mars. Then this little number popped out. I decided to use it to help promote Songtember and Pete John's music and combine with all my own animations I created. The video footage of circus dances I filmed about 3 years ago. Everything has been brought together in LumaFusion on my new iPad Pro with 512 gigs and 11-inch screen. Love it. Thanks, Pete, for all your recent videos on iPads. Got me out of a pickle. From Dr. Zorders. And if you don't know, oh no, I've tidied up and I put it away. But normally on my desk here, I have a little picture, a little bit of artwork that Dr. Zorders did for me, which is super cool as well. He's a wonderful artist and a super cool guy. Let's give this one a spin. This was a great little promo tool, and we're going to play it for you here now. This is like the quirky, the Pete Johns meta section of Songtember here. Let's give it a play. cool stuff. And the background there, that is the pictures, the artwork that Dr. Zorders did of myself and Jade that you can see there, which is very, very cool indeed. Yeah, I wonder if Beethoven would have used AI if he had the option. And here's the thing, I think the difference is when you using AI music, if you say, full disclosure, this was made with AI, but then me as the artist, I did all these things as opposed to just churning out the AI music factory without even thinking about it, without even checking it. And to be honest, that's a banger. That's really cool, just what the doctor ordered. So yeah, I think it's fun and it's interesting to experiment with this sort of stuff, and that's the sort of thing it should be. If you're like, I want to put out a 12-track album of my music and then you just use AI and you don't tell anyone, that's obviously bollocks. But if you're having fun and experimenting with it, absolutely love it. Good stuff indeed there from Dr. Zorders. Thank you, my friend. Next up, we've got Teddy Lee, a.k.a. Howland Coyote. Very cool indeed. And we're going to play this song. This is my first Songtember release. I plan to release this and other songs with DistroKid. Thanks to Pete and the community for all of the support. To quote Pete, this might or might not be in your wheelhouse, but give it a listen. My background is classic rock and roll, but taste in music changes over the years. I wanted to write a slow, romantic, rhythmic, jazzy, swaying tune with my vocals, guitars, drums, bass, keyboards, etc. I arranged the chord progression, added a melody, and the lyrics came to me at night when I was trying to sleep. Logic Pro session players are the drummer, bass guitarist, and B3 organ keyboardist. I played the guitar parts live and recorded them on 2 separate tracks in Logic Pro in my studio with a close mic on the speaker cabinets and also a room mic. Awesome. Love hearing about the production process and the behind the scenes. Let's give this a little spin. No, we're playing an ad. We're going to give this a little spin. It's called Shine a Little Light for Me. Howland Coyote on Your Music Live. Very nice. Just a groovy song that just sits there and does its thing. That was Howland Coyote and Shine a Little Light for Me. Nicely done there. Yeah, my reverb not coming through, Jade. That tracks. It's tracks that I don't have things set up. We're well into the looking glass here, people. We're coming up to 3 hours here. There's no way that I'm surprised that the stream is still up and that I've got the right track on here and you can actually hear me at all. But we'll get there. Yeah, I did add in an extra track there from our special mutual friend by the name of Russ. So I've slid that one in there because Russ is having some challenges at the moment and was unable to submit the song in the form, but he did do a song, and we're going to play that one in a little while as well. A big shout out to, I know folks were mentioning Clayton Von Kluge, who is apparently near the area where there's cyclone damage and there's no power and no internet. So we haven't heard from KVK for a while. So fingers crossed that all is well for him. And I'm sure that once we find out that he's all safe and sound, but yeah, it must be really tough at the moment because we're at the point now where a lot of places are without power, and then they're even without mobile data because all the mobile transmission towers have lost all their battery backup. And yeah, I'm thinking of you, folks. I'm thinking of you because Mother Nature's angry at the moment and it's taking it out on us. So I feel for you. All right, let us grab another song. This one comes to us from, that was Teddy Lee, a.k.a. Howland Coyote, and this one is Tommy J, a.k.a. Tommy Jack. So we're going to return over here to slaps.com. He says, may as well call me the Song Timber Buble now, as I only make music with Song Timber pushing me. A quick message to my daughter, letting her know I'm here and she's got nothing to fear in this big, scary world. It's a song called Dreams here on Your Music Live.
Can you picture this for me? The city lights are fading and the day is shining through. Just a perfect memory. I hold you in my arms just like I'm always gonna do. It's a piece of history. The record spins its story while we're lost in what we knew. So you just wait and see. We'll ride the waves of time. No, there's nothing you can do. You got a fire deep inside, it's burning bright, and no one's gonna dim your spark, no shadow steal your sight. All of the dreams you had in mind, they're right there in your hands, and all the tears that you may find, I'm right there by your side. Whether you're scared of chasing the skies, just know that I see love when I look in your eyes. All of the dreams you had in mind, they're right there in your hands.
Tommy Jack is back. Absolutely. Love your work, Tommy Jack. Really does make great music. Big, positive vibe, great song. And yeah, love the artwork too. Look at that. The bear with the hand. Very cool stuff. And yeah, hits you in the feels, doesn't it? As a father of daughters myself, yeah, definitely hits you in the feels. That was super duper cool there from Tommy Jack. An amazing jam for sure. How we going on timing here, folks? We got let's count them out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs to go. So yeah, we've still got a while. We'll be here for another probably at least 40 minutes. But yeah, we've got some great artists to close us out. Exactly. There is so much good music on here. It is hard to actually do that. I know artists that can really sing, like no auto-tune required. Sometimes we do use a little tuning, just so you know. But yes, let's continue, shall we? and play this one. This comes to us from our one and only gaming rocker extraordinaire, Ashley HM, aka Alicia Poor. The first Doom game music video. This is a little ditty I made for Songtember 24. It was fun, even though I was already very burnt out before I started making this. It's my last song for the year too. Love your show, Pete. All the best from Alicia. Let's give this a spin. I'm sure it will melt our faces. Here it is. I'm already in because I played so much Doom back on my old PC in the day. So let's take a listen to what Ashley's serving up for us.
That's right, I'm gonna kick all your asses. You're hell on earth. Kick all your asses. I'm gonna kick all your asses. Hell. You're all gonna die. I'm gonna kick all your asses. Gonna kick your ass. Rot in hell. So filthy. You're hell on earth.
I just love that. Oh man, oh very cool stuff there from our friend Ashley HM. Yeah, it does take me back. Takes me all the way back to my 486. I had the SX33. It wasn't very fast, but it could play Doom. Just. Yeah, I never did the 100% completion either. It was too hard. Too much work for me. Alrighty, let us continue on and grab this one from Leela. Leela says, I spent the whole month working on a song that wasn't quite ready and ended up writing a whole song on my last Songtember live stream. I love it. Love the story. Like, Songtember was a little challenging for everyone, but I just love hearing that it's like, yeah, but we got through. We got there in the end. Thank you for being here. By the way, we've got Son of Snake, is it, that's leaving us? Thank you for hanging around and for sharing your song. Appreciate it big time. There you go. Got to run. Excellent. Thank you. And let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is our moderator extraordinaire. This is the one and only Leela. Find your passion here on Your Music Live.
Won't you
Gosh darn. Cool. Groovy and spooky, I know. Leela's doing a lot of stuff in those minor keys that makes it, yeah, all kind of James Bond soundtracky vibes, isn't it? I approve. Good stuff there from The Rise of Dark Leela. Great stuff there. Thanks for staying up with us tonight, by the way, Scott. I know it's very late for Scott over there in the UK, but Scott's was here for all of the last show and looks like he's going to try and make it to the end of this one too. No pressure, no pressure. Good stuff indeed there from Leela. Next up, we got Robert Stella, who has a stellar track. Says, thanks again, Pete. Really love Song Timber, and it can be a bit of a challenge. This is my 4th or 5th year, a bit of a departure for me with synth-based tune. The song's about putting your music out there and no one listening. A feeling that we've definitely all felt for sure. Let's give it a spin here. Robert Stella, No One Listening. Your Music Live.
Shouting out, but no one's listening. The song is good, the words are clear, the feeling's right, but no one's listening. Most of the songs that ever were fall fallow by the wayside. A tiny portion of the truth make it out into the daylight. What if the stems were passed around, mixed together in the sunlight? A little piece of everyone was preserved in forever's foresight. We would echo down the years, reappear in stranger places, like an echo from the past. See my friend, I hear his song. Now he's gone, there's no one listening. Vital spark that should be heard, but his songs are gone forever. What a cause of such neglect, lured anguish from the living. But to wipe the whole thing out leaves us hollow, no forgiving. What if the stems were passed around, mixed together in the sunlight? A little piece of everyone was preserved in forever's foresight. We would echo down the years, reappear in stranger places, like an echo from the past.
Very cool, Robert Stella, right? Yeah, everyone can relate to that one, can't they? Great stuff there. Thank you for sharing that one, and thanks for being part of Song Timber yet again. Speaking of Song Timber, speaking of collaborations, we got yet another one. This is Marshy and David Asher. Yeah, mate, Jerry Marsh and David Asher coming together. This is a collab me and David done of Wish You Were Here. Be great if you could give it a spin. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do, because it's Song Timber, and we're going to play this one. Marshy and David Asher, Wish You Were Here.
you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a coastal rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your hero for gold? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange or walk on part in the war for a lead role in a game?
Very nicely done. Yeah, great vocals and the backing. Really nice, really folky. Yeah, just all round good. Great version of that one. Look, if we didn't play many covers, but if you're going to play covers on a Songtember show, Dire Straits and Pink Floyd, I mean, come on, we're only picking the best, right? Good stuff indeed there. Thank you for sharing. G'day, Hetriani. I did see you sneak in there, but I hadn't said g'day. So, g'day. Hope you're doing well. Righty, let's continue. What have we got here? It's Papa Courtney. Papa Courtney's been patiently hanging out with us. Where are you in the world at the moment? I know you're travelling about the place with Doggo. I hope you are doing well. This is Papa being a softie. Oh, then we got Dog. So you can't go far without Dog. Let's give it a spin. It's called Baby Please Don't Cry.
Baby, how you been? Hope that you're okay. I'm sorry, but the angels had to take me far away. Baby, please don't cry. Everything is fine. God, he just needed me to fly away tonight. I'm sorry, but I had to go. I didn't get to say goodbye. I know. Baby, please don't cry, 'cause God needed me to fly tonight. I know you feel so alone right now, but you'll be alright. Baby, don't cry. Baby, how you been? Hope that you're okay. Baby, please don't cry, there wasn't any other way. Had to spread my wings, God needed me to fly. Baby, don't you know angels never ever lie? Couldn't stick around, they needed me to go. Someone needed help, baby, wouldn't you know? Baby, please don't cry, everything is fine. God, he just needed me to fly away tonight. I'm sorry, but I had to go. I didn't get to say goodbye, I know. Oh baby, please don't cry, 'cause God needed me to fly tonight. I know you feel so alone right now, but you'll be alright. Baby, don't cry.
Papa Courtney. If you've been following the Papa Courtney story, it's been pretty cool. Like, Papa started sharing some tracks, very raw recordings, and was saying at the time, man, I need to learn how to record these better and make these sound better. And then you hear him like a year on, and you get stuff like that. Really good. And cute dog. If you're watching the part 1 show, you got to see Basil. He was scratching at the door and he wanted to come in, so he came in because dogs and music, they go together well, don't they? I went off for a quick break there and I tried to eat a banana, but have you ever tried to peel a banana that doesn't work and you're like, oh, you can't do it, so you just snap it in half like a psychopath? Yeah, so I'll be eating that one off camera over the next couple of songs. Told you, once you get past the 3 hour mark, I do lose my ever-loving mind. All right, next up is someone who came in just under the bar. They just snuck in. It's our mate Mark Sandrum, a.k.a. Rockin Pneumonia, a peace and love anthem. Sorry I'm submitting this so late. It's not even finished yet, so this is just a rough mix. If it's too late to include in the song tempo stream, no worries. I'll send an updated link to the final version. Nah, we're playing it. We're playing it now. We're getting it done. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is Only Love, Rockin Pneumonia. Rockin Pneumonia, baby. Yeah, how good are the vocals on that one? Really great stuff all round. It's very 70s Beatles, isn't it? It's like, around that sort of Obla Da kind of period where it's just like the really groovy stuff. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm the same. So I got a later Beatles. I mean, I guess it's early Beatles, yeah, because it's not the real sort of later psychedelic stuff. It's that, not She Loves Me, yeah, please me, but sort of just after that. So yeah, I guess it is early because it's like mid-60s kind of Beatles vibe. Anyway, we're arguing over semantics. I'm arguing with myself over semantics. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one, and glad you got it into us because it's there now and you can finish it off, and we look forward to hearing the full finished version. Moses J Hawkins is up next. Moses has been very patient and he's been here for the show with Wolves. Hi Pete, this is the project I settled on and actually demoed the first draft on YML. I enjoyed working all month on new songs, only to find out the last one I worked on for the month was the one I liked the best. Wolves is about the warring impulses in your head. Hope you dig it. The warring impulses. Sounds cool. Let's give it a spin here. Moses J Hawkins and Wolves. Withage for days and days and days. Very cool stuff there, Moses J Hawkins. Yeah, your stuff is getting better and better, I swear. I listen to a lot of your stuff over on Slaps, and obviously Slaps is sort of like a place for sharing like ideas and snippets and things and demos. But that one is cool. Great song. Well done. I'm going to throw a little like there. If you liked that one too, jump down into the description below and you can find a link to that one and this one from our mate, our Canadian friend from the frosty land of Canada. His name's Gary Hubbs and he's been hanging around here for quite a few years now. And he says, "Hey Pete, having really enjoyed participating in Songtember in the past, I'm excited to release The Ceiling. Recorded on my iPhone 11, the track features lead guitar by Hetriani and keys by Laurie's Mishmosh. What such good collaborations, all happening. I love it. I love it a lot. Should we give it a spin? Yeah, again, I haven't even heard this one yet because I'm saving all these songs to listen to here live on the show. This is Gary Hubbs. You know who it is. This is The Ceiling. This is Your Music Live. Let's take a listen. Oh, yeah. Gary Hubbs there with Hetriani, Laurie's Mishmosh coming together. Yeah. They are awesome, aren't they? Exactly. No one cuts off Hetriani. Not even me. I didn't even have the balls to fade down a Hetriani solo. It's because I'm so jealous. I could never solo with more than one string at a time. So whenever I hear anyone doing some cool harmonized solos, I got to listen to them. Very good stuff there. Thank you for that sharing. Oh, guess what? Yeah, it'd be time for our final 3 tracks. That means it's our anti-penultimate, our penultimate, and our ultimate songs. Yeah. And at this point in time, I will say I've probably missed someone. I've probably effed up somewhere along the lines and done something wrong and missed a track and done something, and I apologize. Like, I apologize in advance. I will make it right. Last year, I think we had to start the mop-up show with someone who had very nicely submitted their song, and I just completely didn't play it. So, yeah, please accept my my pre-apologies, because I probably did miss someone. But that all being said, it is time for the Auntie Penny, the anti-penultimate song. And it's one that's actually just been thrown in so last minute that it's kind of back to the first minute. It's gone all the way around in time. But it is from our mate Russ8889. He says, "We meet people for a reason. Song #Songtember. Latest release from the Delicate Giants, written in Buffalo, New York." Shout out to our mate Russ. I know he's going through some challenges at the moment with family and other just stuff. So, Russ, we're thinking of you, mate, and we will give this one a spin. I'm glad that he's got Jade there to make sure that his song gets played here on the show, which is what we're going to do right now. The one, the only, Russ8889. Stuff there from our old mate Russ, bringing the awesome with that track and a great video to boot. We meet people for a reason. That one's now down in the description. It's all been added in there as long as I did the right thing, which I'll definitely check before we completely finish up. Yep, looks like I got it in there. Okay. I've got to add in that, all right, don't worry, I'm just memoing to myself. I need to leave a space here because I've got to add in the Mars Capone remix and my own song. I've put everyone's links except my own down in the description. Thank you. I appreciate you. Gary Hubs, 6.99 loonies. What do you call us? I've asked you this before, but what's a cent? You got loonies and toonies. Is it a shantuzi? Sorry, I love Canada so much. I love Canadians, and I love that your money looks like ours and it's all colourful and stuff too. Very cool stuff indeed. All right, you should have me do your admin work. You reckon? Oh, yeah. People have said you need an assistant, you need a director, you need a producer, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be lovely in a perfect world. No more cents. That's right. You don't have pennies. You're smart like us again. You don't have pennies, and you don't have and you have cool money like us. Starts at a nickel. Don't you nickel and dime me. Yeah, we're at the point now where 5-cent pieces are not even really used for anything. All right, penultimate tune. There's a lady who has been the penultimate song a lot because I don't know. It just fits. It just fits. This year. Should we read the description? For Songtember 2024, I decided to do 3 songs. The first one, a jazz song with Viv Sparrow, won't be ready till the end of October. Boo! The second for my band FMC. It's death metal, but with a twist. Instead of vocals, I asked for recordings of my subscribers' pets. The song features Kim Hardin-Hudson's dog Zeus, Ed B. Metal's cat Tommy, Mateusz Prokowski's dog Leo, Ali Gratilla's cat Django, Wolfestone Studios' dog Sophie, Rena Here's cat Misty Bear, Lizarday's cat Isla, Rise of Dark Leela's cat The Pie, and Brad Example's chihuahuas Bobby and Cooper. Yeah. So it's just as nuts as it sounds. And there it is, Jade Star and subscriber pets coming together. So she put together this song. I enjoyed watching the process as it was created and as it was constructed. It's called Fancy Feast. It's death metal with dogs. Let's give it a spin.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. I love the little bits at the end there. Oh, so cool. Yes, that was, of course, Jade Star and her band, her alter ego FMC. And look, that's the correct response. When people just do ridiculous things and make ridiculous statements, you reply in kind with ridiculousness. Because it's the way you got to be. Very cool stuff there from Jade Star. That's the warped mind of Jade Star coming up with that. Alrighty. Oh, it is. Can you believe it? Can you believe we're coming to an end here? I've got a few thank yous and a few final things to say, and then we are going to play our final song of Songtember 2024 as it stands right here and right now. We've got Alex Bacchus from Germany. Thank you for the €5 or euro. I'm learning to speak Italiano at the moment, so euro is how I have to learn to say it. But you're German, so that makes no sense at all. So thank you, Alex Backus, for the kind donation there. I think I missed another donation. Let's scroll back up. Yes, Tremor Bear. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you big time. In fact, let's just do a final run through of all the fine folks who donated here. We had Sunshine Archer kicking us off, Jenny Jolivet, we had Brad Example, we had Rockin Pneumonia, Brad Example again there. Gary Hubbs has been a member for 3 months, which is cool. Mark Bro gifted 5 memberships. We had Christopher Rossi and Rockin Pneumonia showing off and flexing their memberships, as did Leela and Thomas Christ. Hypnotic Transmissions, thank you for your donation. Friggsy became a member. Midnight Bandit with the two toonies worth of donations. We have Mars Capone, who's also been a member for 8 months. Dr. Zorders, thank you for your wonderful donation. Laurie's Mishmosh. Mr. Gregory O'Sullivan lost his mind and decided to donate a very large amount, so thank you for that, Gregory. Didn't have to. Again, always appreciated, never expected. Mr. Frankie Turzo, Moses J. Hawkins, thank you to you. Gary Hubbs, thank you. Mr. Thomas Christ. I think I missed Thomas. This is why I do this. I'm pretty sure I missed Thomas Christ. Tremor Bear and Alex Backus, you are all wonderful humans, and I appreciate you big time. Huge thank you to every artist that we played. More than 60 that we played in total, which is not quite a Songtember record, but I reckon once you iron everything out, it all comes out in the wash. And there were so many collaborations and things that I reckon that we had more people participating this year than ever before, and the quality definitely was right up there, and amazing stuff, as it always is. For those that have been joining us on the ride, that helped me, that sat there while I was trying to work out how to write my song and struggling through, thank you to you. Everyone who's been watching this stream and the part 1 stream, thank you. Thank you to Mark, who had the idea of splitting the streams up. That was fabulous, because we had a bunch of folks from the UK and Europe that are fast asleep right now that were able to join us for that show, and also doing it at a reasonable hour for our Australian friends as well. So it was a great old time there as well. If you haven't hit the like button down below, please do that on your way out. I know it's cliche for YouTube folks to say, hey, please hit the like button. But please hit the like button because it does actually help, and it doesn't cost you anything apart from a little bit of index finger like flexing. You can work your finger muscle by hitting that one there. Huge thank you to DistroKid. Again, we really couldn't be doing this without them. Their support, not only to help you guys get your music out there to the world, but they support me by making sure that I can continue doing this show, that I can actually take a pause from doing the tutorials and chasing the algorithms and doing all that stuff and just showcase epic music. So thank you, DistroKid. We love you big time. Thanks to all the moderators, to Thomas, to Jade, to No More Soul, to Leela, to everyone who has helped keep everything going. Appreciate you big time. So thank you, everybody. And we are going to go out now with this song. There's someone you haven't heard from, right? It's no surprise because it's in the playlist below anyway. But I thought we would close out with this artist because for the last 6 years that we've been doing Songtember, this guy's been around and this guy's been helping out, and he's just a positive vibe. Like, you know how there's those sort of people where you're like, I couldn't imagine him saying an unkind thing about anyone. Well, that's how I think about our mate Tom. So Thomas Christ, he's always just there. He's always just providing great service. He's providing great encouragement and motivation to people. Even when he's going through tough stuff, he's still there and helping others. So I thought, who better to close out the show with than this artist here? What has he got to say? Hi, Pete. Songtember 2024 was a busy one for me. It gave me the needed push to get down to work on my 18th ELP, Hollow and Chosen of God, which should be available very soon. During the month, I got at least 5 songs completed, adding to the 2 that were already done. Still a bit more work left to go, but the finish line is in sight. So thank you for inspiring and encouraging all of us to get something done. Sometimes it's all we need to get to work. This track that I decided to make the first single for the album, Nuclear Football, takes on the issues of leaders around the world that recklessly saber-rattle and treat nuclear war as if it were merely a game. And we should all be terrified of the potential consequences. We need to end the insanity of nuclear proliferation before it's too late. This is one game where we all lose. Track was produced using FL Studio 24, the wonderful Fruity Loops, and Logic Pro for Mac. Mastered expertly by Jade Star. Video created with LumaFusion and CapCut. Single is available now via DistroKid, because of course it is, because Tom's very wise, and Bandcamp as this past Friday the 4th. Thanks, Pete. Well, thanks to you, Tom. Appreciate you big time indeed. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Thank you, everyone, for being here. As we say at the end of each and every show, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Most importantly, keep creating. Rock on! Another Songtember is in the can. This is Nuclear Football. Thomas Christ to take us out in style. See you next time.
Looks to be just about a 50-yarder from the left hash. That ball, does it have the distance? And it does. How about 3 points on the board? On midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 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 touchdown,
yards and a cloud of dust. We offend every blade of grass. Smash mouth nukes ready to ground and pound. We keep punting and we're bound to fumble. Deep threat on the radar scout. No chip shot, but it splits the uprights. Flags on the field, it's a late hit. Double coverage, but they struck big time.
Take advantage of that turnover. In the end zone. Oh! And intercepted!